Well, Art is 86 and I'm 84. That's old.
You think that's old?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do things I used to.
I'm 84 years old and I still don't think I'm old. And I don't know. I think that a person, whenever you feel within yourself that you're getting older, I mean, you're getting older, but I mean, it's all in the mind. I really, that's what I think.
You know, I just think that the advocacy for seniors to get the care that they need, and also to be respected for the value that they have, is something that should be integral in everybody's day-to-day. And I think, I don't know who said it, but there's a phrase that, you know, a society is defined directly by how they treat their elderly. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that this is something that very subtly became something that was of interest to me. And I would hear seniors say, oh, you know, I'm old. You know, they perpetuate it in some way themselves because they have taken on what's been projected onto them. So it's not only educating society out there, it's re-educating seniors to feel the value that they have and the importance that they have. You know what? We are that person who's going to be faced with ageism sometime in the future.
Listen, human behavior you're dealing with, that's a tough problem.
I mean, by mere virtue of the fact that there are so many of us, they're broadening the market a little bit, but not nearly enough faster.
Yeah, but you got to remember that older people vote, and I think more and more, that's going to help change things. In addition to selling competence, I believe that we can do that.
So I'm still looking, and meanwhile I've done it to other things just to make some kind of, I like to have a little steady salary coming in besides what I'm trying to do with small businesses. So I went with one of the big boxes, and I don't know if you need to know the name of them, but they're willing to take me on part-time. So there, if I'm doing very well, I'm doing well over 300% of my quota, and they're very happy with me.
So I went on the interview. It was me and this other gentleman. I guess because of my age, the board spent half the night questioning how long would I stay in the job and different questions along those lines. The job comes out in the paper, big announcement that this guy got the job, on and on and on. I'm looking, which I check daily. I see the job is posted again. I immediately write the girl and I say to her, email her, is this a mistake? Can the job be, did you forget to take it off? She said, no, he's gone. She said, but they're looking for someone with his equal amount of experience. And it's the first time I ever did this, and I did write her back, and I said to her, you know, experience is a funny thing. Because you can have 24 years experience two ways. You can have 24 years experience cumulatively, in which case every year you learn something and put it in your memory bank. Or you can have that first year's experience 24 times over, in which case you haven't learned a darn thing.
I've done some things this time that I've not done previously, things that I've always wanted to do that have brought in a little bit of money. I've always wanted to work on the election, and I've never been able to take time to do that. I've been trying to put a lot of effort into ways that I could sort of expand my experiences, and this little community has lots of opportunities, which also expands my network. Those people now in those different areas know that I'm looking and I want to stay here. My first choice is to stay where I am. I've lived here a little less than a year now. I'm not ready to move yet.
You know, let's say somebody had 40 years of experience running their own small business. You know, they'll say that, but they won't talk about, you know, the customer relations skills and the marketing skills and the bookkeeping skills and the, you know, and all of that they learn.
But I think people need to be more open and honest with one another about the situations that they're in, and to use one another for their assets, and to collectively bring themselves out of this funk, and to be positive, and to try to use the energy of their collective skills to get back on, you know, on the train again. And I don't think any of us should ever go back to work for anybody else again. I think we've all outgrown that now. I think the other side, the yang side of the yin of losing your job, maybe that it's time. Maybe it's time to not only reinvent yourself, but reinvent yourself as yourself, rather than as part of a big machine, as part of a company or something like that. Maybe it's time for us to say, okay, fine, let's throw off the shackles of employment. Let's, reinvent ourselves as self-employed, self-realized, self-worth people. Maybe that's what the lesson is in all of that.
Other clients that have come to me that have transitioned out of corporate America in this age group are much more comfortable. They're much more comfortable because what I work with them on is take a segment of what that business was. You don't want to hit the elephant head on. But if you take a piece of that business where you have great expertise and follow through on that, then you'll be successful.